Hey, Professor, we're live. Well, live to tape.
Well, live to tape.
Yeah,
That's
how are
cool.
you?
How's it going, Tape?
It's going good, man. How was
Good.
your week?
It was good. I mean, we had Halloween and
Yes.
we actually trick or treated, and
How
my
was that?
kids after it was awesome. No issues.
Very
Uh,
cool.
we got more candy than we've ever gotten. I
Oh, that's
think
funny. I wonder why. Is it
we
because nobody
put it
else
all.
had candy and stuff?
No, I don't know. We put it all in a pillowcase and
Yeah.
we weighed it, and it was 11
Ooh.
pounds.
Per kid or
Yeah,
total? Like all the kids?
total.
11.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we're talking about like
11
they're
pounds of
not
candy
going
is
to
a
need
lot. That's a lot of
candy
candy.
until next
Yeah.
Halloween. Yeah,
Now, how do the
like
kids at
holy
your house
crap.
split the candy? Like, do you do a trade system or does each kid get
So we
whatever's
do.
in their
We,
bag?
no, they're like Almond Joy and Mounds goes in
Yeah.
the trash. Like, yeah, we don't Almond Joy or Mounds in this house.
What are you,
No,
my sister? My sister hates coconut. It's so funny too because
I
she
hate coconut.
loves.
My
You
kids do.
must.
Yeah,
You must. My
yeah,
sister hates coconut. Uh, so the funny thing about it is she loves chocolate. So invariably, once in
yeah.
a while, somebody will bring a German chocolate cake, thinking you like
Oh,
chocolate, you'll like
yeah.
German
You
chocolate
know,
cake. Nope.
it's totally different. Yep,
Almond joys and
it's
mounds.
not the
We're not
same.
getting them
Yeah.
sponsors.
Sorry, guys. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's
not
funny.
even the coffee creamer. We can't even do coffee creamer that says like Mounds on it. Nope.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's funny. So, okay, now
Yeah,
we've got this big bag
and
of candy, and we got
big
kids.
bag of candy. We
Yes.
all just dump it out in the
Yep.
living room,
Okay.
and they put each piece in their separate piles.
Okay, so like Reese's are
And
with Reese's and Skittles are with
yes,
Skittles. Okay, cool. So we sort
sugar
the
free is
candy.
with sugar
Totally
free.
cool with that. Ooh,
Anybody
sugar
who
free?
gave fruit snacks or
Sugar
nuts
free?
is in a pile. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Apples?
Right?
Apples go in that same pile?
Right?
Yuck.
Yeah, no. Like honestly, there's people that just give like peanuts. And we're like, "What the hell? My kids don't
Raw
want
peanuts.
peanuts."
Yeah, raw peanuts.
Yeah,
I've
just like
seen that before.
bag of peanuts.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
And
for
you're
people in
like,
the audience that don't understand what we're talking about, we're not talking about like you open a can of Planters mixed nuts and you just put a handful
"Oh,
in. We're talking about the kind
no.
you crack open. You get them
Yes.
like at bars. What are you trying to get the
Right.
kids
Yes.
used to drinking? Okay, so I'm good so far.
Mhm.
We sorted all the
Yeah.
candy. Now what
Sort it all
happens?
out.
Do they freak out? Like,
Uh
do they start grabbing?
no, no, they go through and they say, "Here's yours, here's mine, here's yours, here's mine, here's yours, here's mine." Yeah.
That's
It's
ridiculously
awesome.
polite. I'm so confused.
Yep.
That's not the way it worked at
Yep.
any house that I ever went to. Like, I was the only
What?
one at
And
my
then
house in the age to do trick or treating. So it was
okay.
kind of different for me.
Yeah. But then when they go to sleep, I attack the candy. So I got everything that I wanted, and they didn't even
And
know because we had 11 pounds of it.
exactly.
So yeah,
And diabetes. You got some
yeah,
diabetes? Mmm, big batch of it. Sorry.
yeah.
That's
They're
it.
like, "Dad,
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
happened to all the Reese's Pieces stuff?" And I'm like, I don't know. You didn't
Oh,
have any. I don't.
they fell
I
off
don't
the
know.
table.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so I have two things that popped up after this. First of all, when you were a kid, how like long did you have to travel and how much candy did you usually get? Do you remember?
So when I was a kid, I lived in La Mirada, part of LA. So we
Right.
just went through like our little community,
Hmm.
probably like 40 to 50 houses, and I
Wow.
filled up like one sack of candy, and that was it. I didn't
You'll
I didn't go for any more.
you'll find this
Yeah.
funny. The kids around here, not this year because of the pandemic, but normally they would all pile in the car and drive to the rich neighborhood where they would
Yes,
hop out and they would
100%.
do
Yep.
like 50 houses in an hour and come back with 11 pounds of candy.
Yes.
For me, I lived on a mile long street. So it was a mile all the way down, a mile all the way back. You hit all the houses on one side, and then you hit all the houses on the other.
Yep.
And I would get maybe half a bag of candy, like half a bag, because the houses are spread out. It's not like California.
Yeah.
Like literally, you skip a stone, you hit 3 houses. So
I
the
gotcha.
second
Yeah.
question: what was your favorite candy or favorite thing that somebody gave you when you were trick or treating? Like anything special?
So I was always a Mars bar guy, and
Okay.
when they stopped Mars bars,
Mm,
that
yes.
ruined me.
Done. I quit.
I was
Halloween's over
like,
for me. Candy's done.
candy's not the same. Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. I'm trying to think if I ever had a Mars bar because I was big into Snickers.
So it's
Eh,
Snickers. The
Yeah.
the closest thing to it, and it's almost the exact same, is the
Okay.
Snickers with almonds. That's it.
Oh,
That
okay.
was a Mars bar.
I
Yeah.
get it. My favorite was a Marathon bar, and they're not available anymore. And the second closest is a 100,000 gram bar. Like that's the closest
Yes,
thing
those
to
are
it.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a
Those.
Marathon bar was like
Yeah.
this big. It was huge. It was like 3 feet. And it was chocolate and caramel, but they had wove it into like a pattern, into like a
Gotcha.
knot
Yeah,
pattern, and
I
it was
do
flat.
remember stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite was the can of soda, and I think it was a bag of chips. So you go to this one guy's house, and he just had a case of soda, and you'd walk up and you'd be like, "Oh," you'd open your thing, and he'd be like, "What kind of soda?" Out of the ones you could see, and then you put one in,
Yeah.
and then he threw the chips.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
I
was
was waiting for
people
you.
giving out
Yeah.
beers and stuff. I was like,
That's what I
yeah,
was about to say.
that's my
I was
favorite
waiting
this
for
year.
that crazy
Yeah.
story where you're like, as a 7-year-old, I walked up and I got 4 beers.
Yeah, no.
They were handing them
No.
out to adults, clearly,
Yes.
for anybody listening
Yeah.
that wants to like freak out.
Mm-hmm. The kids got the little tiny like airplane shot glass stuff full of alcohol. Yeah, that's what they got.
The single serve wines.
Yes,
Those
like
are my
the
favorite.
hotel room ones.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. What I like about those wines is the way they stack. So you like pop one off
Oh
and you
yeah.
hand it to somebody, pop another. It's like the Lego of wine. It's hilarious.
Yes.
So on this week's schedule, you had put a question like, "Hey, how you doing?" kind of thing. And sorry, I'm just laughing about what I put. Let me see if I can, I need to pull it up because it's hilarious. And I won't remember exactly what I put. So you put weeks.
I know what you
and
put.
then you put my name.
Yep.
And you put your name.
Yep.
But I didn't really know what that was for. So I put Grimm in like all capital letters because I didn't want to forget that Grimm was one of my favorite TV shows. But it had nothing to do with how I was doing. I filled mine in, and then I came back in later, and I read yours, and yours was good.
Good.
And I'm like, oh, that's what that was. I did not understand at all.
That's okay.
That's
Because I was
so
like, we
horrible.
talk about weeks, and then here we go.
Yes.
Here's my notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's everything been going? That kind of stuff. But I didn't think about that for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking.
I was like, oh man, he must have had a crappy week. And I was like, mine was good. That's good.
Well, let me give you a week update in a second. Grimm, was that on my 5 list? I don't remember. I don't remember our own shows. So, for anybody out there, Grimm, it should have been on my 5 list. Should have been like number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of it? You said season 1?
I watched season 1, and then I cut cable, so I didn't watch any of the other things. Yeah. Yep.
Have you? It's on Netflix now. If you have Netflix,
it is. Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah, I
all
got
7
Netflix.
seasons.
Or at least someone that I know has it, so I can log in. So I'll figure it out.
I've got a username and I've got a password.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the way that goes.
Yep.
I was going to tell you something. Oh, Grimm is one of the only shows that I've watched from beginning all the way to the end.
Oh, really?
Yes. Twice, 3 times. Like, we've watched it a bunch.
Oh, wow.
Yes. This week,
Yeah,
as with several other weeks, the controller.
Sweet.
Ready for the show opening?
Let's do it.
Hold on to your butts, you're in for an experience like no other. You are about to partake in the most bodacious experience ever, the Tick and Professor Show.
Sorry. Love that ending.
Okay.
Show.
Ooh.
I'm waiting for Howling
It's just-
at the Moons. So
I've tried
Go ahead.
putting other words, and she just says it how she wants to.
yeah, of course.
Like adding like 30 W's, and she's like, "Show woo woo
Whoa,
woo
whoa, whoa, whoa.
woo woo."
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the first story, have you ever had this? I had to bring it on the show today.
No, but that is a monster.
Yes, it is a monster, and it's called Dragon Tea. And you know what it is? It's yerba mate. That's it. That's all. Nothing more fancy. And it was cheap, and it's actually good. I was shocked
Really?
because, monsters can be kind of foul. Like some of those flavors, like, I don't know who thought of that combination.
Yeah. I don't know. And just like when you cruise TikTok and everybody's drinking bangs, I don't like bangs.
I'm
I
not
do
a
not.
huge fan. The ones that you
Uh-uh.
turned me on to, Monster Vanilla.
The
Is it
coffee
vanilla?
ones, yeah, the vanilla
Yeah, the
one is
coffee ones.
awesome.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
But again, I have to kind of steer clear of them because they put in the Tawarin and the Gawawarin. They mess me up.
No, I get it. I haven't had an energy drink since blood pressure issues. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just like,
this-
I'm stopping.
I bought actual yerba mate, and when I got this, I was expecting that weird flavor that you get with Monster, but this is literally
Yes.
just yerba mate in a can with some sugar,
That's pretty cool.
which is
Yeah.
amazing, especially since it was on
Right.
sale. You know how, like, if you ever go and get the yellow and green yerba mate drink, they're like $3 a pop. So,
Yeah.
one other thing before we get going. And again, we're not sponsored by any of these people. I just
No.
think it's interesting. This was the craziest pizza I've ever seen. California
really?
style chicken bacon ranch and cheese, stuffed crust. What are you thinking, DiGiorno? That we like
I
ranch?
mean, that's the value.
It
Yeah.
is. And we like ranch here at our house. That's a good question. What's the dipping sauce at your house? Or what's the
Ooh,
main I guess.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So we're from the West, so we do fry sauce.
Fry sauce. Now, for people in the audience that don't know what fry sauce is, explain it to them.
Like a
Mr.
combination of ketchup, mayonnaise, and like some other weird seasoning. Yep.
Yes.
That's
We
what it is.
big into ketchup and pepper. We did that for a while. Like ketchup
get
and
it,
pepper
yeah.
was just awesome.
That might actually be the other ingredient in whatever fry sauce we have. So I don't know.
I get that. So time to get into.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do the one where I said
Oh no,
top
this
of the
goes
show.
first. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
actually read things this week, and I think I'm getting it right. We'll see. I also lowered the volume a little, and I don't care. We're gonna play
When
it.
you think of living legends,
We're gonna talk
this
on it a
man
minute.
comes to mind with a career spanning over 50 years.
I'm very sure that you don't have to draw on my past.
So why exactly are we showing this?
Oh, sad news today.
Very
He
sad.
died at the age of 90.
Yes,
But
he
good
did.
news. If you're gonna die, you go in your sleep. And he went in his sleep.
The one bad thing that I did read, he had the same thing my dad did, which was dementia right towards the end.
Yeah.
Which is
Right.
horrific. Anybody that's dealt with
Experiences
it.
to formulate your conclusion.
Let's see if
or
we agree
remark.
with it. They
Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
What
and today we're
WatchMojo
counting
says,
down our picks for
the
the
top
top
10.
10 Sean Connery performances.
If you're going to San
I just watched this,
Francisco-
like literally 2 days ago.
Room service. This is the penthouse.
This is the best.
You do
He
snacks,
orders like
drinks.
everything.
Number 10.
Have you seen The Rock recently?
Robert Mac
Oh.
McDougall,
Oh,
Entrapment.
I don't know about recently, but I've seen it like 20 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thank you, kind sir.
As Mac,
So
Connery
good.
gets the chance to play the ladies' man
Yep.
some 30 years after his heyday as a sex symbol. He proves he's as witty
was
as
always
ever
a sex
when he and
symbol.
Catherine Zeta-Jones
Don't even
attempt
start.
to
Speaking
pull
of
off
sex
an
symbol,
art heist
Oh,
worth
no
$1
doubt.
he was
billion.
crowned
And what is this?
He was crowned like the
We are
sexiest man
downloading.
alive at the age of
For
59.
most of the film,
I
it's
believe it.
unclear on whether she's truly working
Yeah.
against him
I got
or with him. but
I
half
got
the
like
fun is
7, 8
watching
more
the sparks
years
fly.
to
Three.
buff up.
2, 1,
Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Right?
2.
Seems like they're doing the tango.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Number 9.
I wonder
Daniel
if he
Dravit,
took less money.
The man who
He was
would
like,
be king.
oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
been all
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
I'll do that
Universities
for like
and
1,000
I
less.
doubt it.
Yeah.
He's probably like, pay me more.
And we have decided that she isn't big enough for such as we.
Based on a Rudyard Kipling story, Connery's
Why do I
character,
not
British
remember this
Sergeant
one?
Daniel Dravit, seeks
I don't
It's supposed to be like a
remember this one at all.
70s film.
a land outside the reach of the British Empire.
I do
He and his
kinda
fellow
remember
soldier,
that outfit,
portrayed
though.
by Michael Caine, convince the natives
Michael
that he's a
Caine.
god.
They think I'm a god?
They think I'm a god? I'm a god?
The far-fetched lie is made believable by the ease of the two men's on-screen and real-life friendship.
They were really
don't
good
remember.
on screen together.
Where will I be at?
Won't happen again.
Say it don't. What you carrying that arrow?
Don't let it happen again.
But between that and the humor, we're on the edge of our seats to see if their secret will be discovered.
Am I a dog or a god? Haven't I put the shadow of my hand over this country?
Am I a dog or a god? Depends on how you spell it.
Do as I say, send for the girl. Tell them it's an order.
So good.
You ever negotiated with the Japanese before? Negotiated?
Yes.
Wesley
Perhaps I can
Snipes.
suggest the strategy.
Yeah.
Number 8, Captain John Connor, Rising Sun.
I dug Rising
on time.
Sun. Big time.
I
Throughout
loved
his
it.
career, Connery has always taken chances on roles,
Ooh.
and this one is no exception. While critics gave it
Buscemi.
mixed reviews, fans loved
Yep.
watching
Steve
Connor
Buscemi.
investigating the murder of a prostitute. It's exhilarating to see how he pieces together the clues
They
from
did
the
a
murder scene
great job
and uses knowledge
on
of
the mystery
Japanese
on that. I
affairs
remember
as a way
being
to
on the edge of my
pinpoint the
seat
killer.
right to the end.
Fix the
Yeah,
And
I
some
had no
movies,
idea.
yeah, some movies halfway through you're like, lame.
Plus,
I know what's going
his
on.
on-screen bond with Wesley
Right.
Snipes is both unexpected and fun to watch.
Golf is how they do business. This is very important for what I do.
Well, I guess that makes everything
That's an
all right,
envelope.
doesn't
He's
it?
like, look, I'm going to pay my
Number 7,
taxes.
King
Here they go.
Arthur,
Exactly.
First Night.
Wesley Snipes got set up.
Of Camelot.
That's all I got to say.
And I command you now, all to fight!
Not every actor fits in a period piece, but there's something about Connery that exudes
Dude, I
a
always
refined, grand
believed
nature.
him
So
in
it's
any
no
role.
surprise
Right.
he was perfect
And
for
you
the
know,
role
most
of
of his
this
roles, he
legendary
like
king.
says a couple lines and pauses and like waits for it and then delivers his line.
And he does a
It's just
face
so perfect.
too. He's like, I'm gonna say words.
While some
Make
of
a
the
face.
cast struggled
Yes.
to look
And
like
say
he
more
belonged in
words.
Camelot, Connery was commanding in
I don't buy
every
Richard
scene,
Gere in
and
that.
audiences found themselves
Of course
rooting
not.
for his
It's
marriage
Richard Gere.
and love for Guinevere, despite what the history books say.
Marry the king, Guinevere. But love the man.
Dun dun
See,
dun.
the pauses. Oh my god.
Good.
Oh,
There
so
is only
good.
one.
Number 6, Juan
But he was
Sanchez
in the sequel,
Villalobos
too.
Ramirez.
There is only one. I don't know what you're talking about. Highlander has one movie.
Men will fear you.
It-
This wasn't
That's
one
it.
of Connery's
I don't wanna
smartest
hear
He had a
anymore.
TV show,
but we
too.
can safely say that his portrayal of Ramirez is a major reason the movie became a cult classic.
Oh,
The
that
film
movie-
jumps back in
100%.
time to trace
Oh,
Ramirez's
yeah.
life as an immortal, and we see how he eventually becomes a mentor to the Highlander.
You must learn to conceal your special gift and harness your power until the time of the gathering.
Next.
The sci-fi flick is different.
you know
from
what? I'm
Connery's
gonna cut
other
that
roles,
out.
But it
They
just
won't
goes
even
to
see it.
show he's got
Can't stand
range.
commercials.
You fight such a savage.
I love that outfit, by the way.
With heart, faith, steel.
Believe it or not,
In the end,
I used to wear outfits
I
like
can
that
be only one.
for fun and
Number
profit.
5,
On
John
tax.
I
Patrick
believe it.
Mason, The Rock.
There it
Oh,
is.
such a good movie.
It is. It is.
Connery seems to be the only man that becomes more of a badass as he ages. When given the chance to play Mason,
More
a former
of a
prisoner of
badass.
Alcatraz accused of being
Right.
an MI6 agent, Connery inadvertently plays a pseudo-reincarnation of his James Bond character.
I want a suite, a shower, shave, and the feel of
Right,
the
but
suit.
This movie is less refined than his 007
He was
days,
like-
but boy is it fun
this
to see
was
him
like his
kicking
most
ass and
badass
packing
role
heat
ever.
as he attempts a
Oh yeah.
reverse
Oh
prison
yeah.
break.
He's
Like
well,
nothing to
I don't-
harm him. Like
He is Bond, so
I
badass
know,
just
but
goes
still,
with that.
Bond always had that soft side. This was more like I'm a crazy bad guy.
That's true.
Like I'm gonna pull up in a Harley and like pick the food that I eat with like a
Number
knife
4,
that I just pull out
Jimmy
of my
Malone,
shoe.
The Untouchables.
The Untouchables.
How did you know I had a gun?
That was
I'm a
good
fan.
too.
What do you want?
Yeah.
A free lesson in police work?
Even beside a star-studded cast that features Robert
Oh,
De
yeah,
Niro
he stood
and
out.
Kevin Costner,
Big time.
Connery has
Yeah.
no problem holding his own. As Jim Malone,
Oh,
he's the
no.
tough but paternal Irish-American cop who assists Elliot Ness in his pursuit of the notorious Al Capone.
Want to get
Prohibition.
Capone? Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's
Two of them.
Chicago way. And that's how you get Capone.
Thanks to his powerful portrayal, Connery was awarded his first and only Oscar for Best Supporting Actor,
Which
and
is sad.
a career
'cause he
resurgence
I know.
as well.
Such a good
He
job.
had
Yeah.
a storied career. One Oscar isn't
Right.
enough.
Brings a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. That's rule number 1.
Get out of here, you dago bastard!
Unless you're going after Shield
Number 3,
Maiden.
Professor
In which
Henry
case,
Jones,
bring
Oh my
two
God.
Indiana
knives.
Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh, one of my favorites.
He was so good. So good.
Yeah, he stole the show.
Race against evil.
He did.
Indiana Jones is an iconic character, but
Harrison
in the
Ford
third
had
installment
some
of the
amazing
franchise,
things to
it's
say
Connery who steals the
after
show
Connery
as
passed.
the elder Dr. Jones.
We'll discuss this later. I should have mailed it to the Marx brothers. Will you take it easy? Take it easy? Why do you think I sent it home in the first place? So it wouldn't fall into their hands?
In reality, the two men are only 12 years apart in age. but
Yeah,
the
I had a
chemistry
hard
between
time
Harrison
at the
Ford
time.
and
Right.
Connery
'Cause I
is
knew-
perfect.
Dad!
Seemed weird.
Oh, Dad! Oh, Dad!
Dad.
It's
Dad,
easy to believe the
Dad,
two are father
Dad.
and son, as the elder repeatedly calls Indy Jr. to annoy him.
I
Junior?
came here to save you. Oh, yeah? And who's gonna come to save you, Junior? I told you!
The duo is a match made in cinematic heaven.
Don't call me Junior.
Number 2.
Won't do that anymore.
Captain Marco Ramius, The Hunt for Red October.
A great
Yes.
day, comrades.
Yes.
We sail into history.
I love
Ramius
his
is one of
British
the most
Russian accent.
conflicted on-screen
Right.
characters we've ever
This
seen.
was the first
Soviet
movie
submarine captain
that
leading
I
a
actually
standoff
felt
against the
claustrophobic
CIA. He
watching.
keeps us guessing
I-
about whether he plans
Yes.
to attack or defect.
He's defecting. And he can't change his mind. He's not going to change his mind. You're willing to bet your life on that?
Connery's poker face is just that good. It's a tense viewing
Not betting
experience
my
you
life.
can't resist getting sucked into, no matter how many times you've seen this film. Besides, a Russian with a thick Scottish accent? Who else can make
Exactly.
that work?
That was my point.
Yep.
You're afraid of our fleet. Well, you should be. Personally, I give us one chance in 3.
God, those pauses.
Yeah. Very dramatic.
No more tea, anyone.
Before
gonna
we
have to
unveil our
practice
number
that.
1 pick, here are a few
Right.
honorable mentions.
They got some.
And this is where I
contest
got that
Anyone
they
trick
come out like
from.
Captain Kirk.
Was
You
this
ever
kind of
had
stuff.
those?
Writing contest?
Yeah.
Finding Forrester was really
A long
good.
time ago.
I love that.
Did you win?
One of my
You're
favorites.
man now, dog.
Of course I won.
Yep.
Like money or something?
Like money or something?
Pulitzer. This one I grant you.
Name of the Rose.
Suicide. Don't you understand? I
don't
found
think I
a
remember
cure
that
for
That
the
was
plague of the
a great
20th
movie.
century, and now I've lost it.
Yeah.
I think I
Haven't you
watched
ever
it,
lost
but
anything,
He was trying
Dr.
to find the
Bronx?
cure for
92
cancer.
film.
Now, I've designed
So,
this like a
yeah.
collapsing
It's been a
van.
while ago.
McDonald
I don't remember
there
that.
has agreed to
I
move the
remember
wireless in
this
order to get the Germans
very
something
well.
to listen to. And all the padres and the medical staff have volunteered to stay behind as well. Now, the wounded who are too bad to move will replace the men firing. So our defense will seem as before. By the time the Germans find out what's happening,
They
we
used
should
to
all be safe
play
across
this
the
a
river.
lot with Bridge Over the River Kwai. So that's
Pleasant journey.
how I remember it.
Carter.
Number 1.
I admire your luck, Mr.
Goldeneye.
Of
or
course.
Golden.
James Bond.
Yeah.
James Bond, the
No,
James
they're
Bond
just going to count the
series.
whole series. He was Bond.
Yep. I agree.
How many of the things? That was number 1. We're done.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Wrong thing. Wrong thing. How many? What was I going to say? How many James Bond's gadgets are real now? Like we can buy them.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I just always find that amazing. like little tiny cameras and laser beams. So that brought up two things. First, when he was the Shiner, well, he wasn't a Shiner. He was the good guy trying to stop the Shiners. I've been watching the show recently called Moonshiners. And
oh, really?
Wait, no. That's the show I used to watch. Those guys have a new show called Master Distiller. And it's basically a competition to distill liquor. I mean, that's the competition.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to watch because I've always been interested in how to make liquor. And so it's cool to watch the professionals make it.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I gotcha.
Now, you know the rule about celebrity deaths, right?
Yeah. They come in 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the next one, because they literally just went 1, 2, 3 this time. Last time, or I guess it was when Prince passed, there was like Prince, then a pause, then the next celebrity, then a pause, and then the next celebrity. This time, though, within a day, this is the next one. Nikki McKibben, which I was like, who? And then I was like, oh, I remember now. American Idol, season 1, second runner-up.
I think that was the last one that I've ever seen. First and last one. American. That was it.
Oh, that's funny. We watch a lot of Voice, and we watch, there's 2 new shows. Let me think. So we watch a lot of Voice, and then I Can See You Sing. Is that the name of it? I forget. But it's basically people guess whether you can sing or not based on how you look. It's the opposite of The Voice, where you can't see them until you turn your chair around. This one is they see you, but they don't know if you can actually sing or not. And some of the people on that show are some of the worst singers I've ever seen in my life. Ever. And the Masked Singer's good too.
People.
Yeah. So there's 2. Yeah, I was blown away by
I'm wondering who the
passing.
third one is.
You ready for this one? This one you're going to be like, I don't know this guy. Give me 1 second because my computer is a computer and it does what it wants to do. Bam. Surface actor Eddie Hassel dies at the age of 30. This one was a weird story. He went to I think it's his girlfriend's house, and somebody came out and shot him in the stomach, and he died. That's it. Look at that crazy shirt. Can you see the shirt on the side?
What did he do? Oh yeah, that is a crazy shirt.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Well, there's crazy shoes.
Yes.
What did he do?
What you mean to get shot?
Like,
or
no,
you mean okay? He was in a show called Surface on Sci-Fi.
I just thought you were talking like, yeah, he's just like this surface actor that
he's a surface actor. He's just like, he's not very ethereal.
Like
he's just sort
maybe
of
D. Like he's a D actor. He just plays surface role. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
I was like, so what show? Because I don't know.
He was in multiple episodes of Devious Minds as well, but his most well known for Sci-Fi's Surface. So, thus ends the death portion of our show.
Yeah.
Man, so depressing. So depressing.
You know what? I could keep on this depressing thing because I added in a random fact on the show notes today. Did you see that?
Go for it. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I might have, but I don't remember it.
Brain fibers lose 10% of their total length every decade. They can shrink even more so under acute stress.
I didn't even know brain fibers had a length. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know that. Like, I mean, they showed that picture of the neuron going and it's all that spiky stuff, but I didn't know that was fiber. I didn't. So I guess eat your fiber, kids.
It came up on the side when I was searching Sean Connery stuff, and I was like, I'll throw that in.
I know why.
He's 90. I wonder what his
it was dementia.
Looks like.
That's why it came up. Because he passed. He had dementia right before he passed. So that is just insane. Okay, got that. Random fact. Do, 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 do. Okay, well, we're going to tell you about this, but there's absolutely nothing you can do about it because it happened weeks ago. Walmart on the 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can buy an $88, wait for it, 42-inch monitor. No lie.
Oh.
Yep. So tomorrow, I think. Is it tomorrow? Yes. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. for you and me.
But for everybody listening, they
Jump
need
into
to go in there.
Say it.
What is it?
Jump in their time machine.
The
Yes.
DeLorean?
You got it.
Go to a 7-Eleven, find a payphone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Those
then
are the only two ways.
jump back in the past, pay $88, jump into the future, and you'll be happy.
But guys, if you do that, don't butterfly affect us. Like,
please don't.
Come on, don't.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't step on anything.
Definitely
that would
don't.
Just suck.
Don't Ashton Kutcher us. Don't.
No.
Don't.
No.
Oh,
especially if they come back and they're like, he's married to Demi Moore now? That's weird.
Not anymore.
What is...
Bruce Willis hates him? I don't understand.
He's president? Oh my God.
That was a weird story, by the way. During the pandemic, Bruce Willis and Demi Moore hung out. Like they lived together for, I don't know, a bunch of the pandemic. I thought that was weird. Just because they've been...
I mean, they do have kids.
So. Oh, yeah. But the kids are all adults now.
Right.
And she's had another husband. Has he had another wife? I don't think he has.
Nah, whoever he's been with for a while.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Next on the hit parade is all about the camera I'm using, the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
So, let me see if I can get a picture of it, because I know I got stuff ready ahead of time. There it is. Raspberry Pi 400. It literally looks like a keyboard. Like if you actually look at it, it's just a keyboard. And what's funny is we've talked about game systems like Nintendo and Sega. My computer, which was the Amiga, was the reason that I didn't like all the other game system, because the Amiga had everything. And this, they paid homage to the Amiga. They even said so in the press release, because in England, the Amiga 500 was huge, ginormous, way bigger than in the United States. And this is basically the same form factor as BBC Micro, basically all the early Commodore 64 style computers, where it's all in one with a keyboard. And they named it the Raspberry Pi 400, which I found funny because there was an Atari 400 around the same time. But anyway, all the guys at Raspberry Pi who created it because kids weren't using computers, or better put, they were using graphical user interfaces and they were touching tablets, but they didn't know how computers actually worked. Whereas all of the guys that were like, it was around 2006, all the guys that were working at Cambridge, they grew up with Trash 80s and Ataris and Amigas, and they were learning 15 languages. They were learning assembly language, and that's why the Pi exists. And it's such a sleek factor. It's so sleek and cool looking.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I'm excited to potentially get one. There's another product. They just came out with a different product a week ago, funny enough, called the Compute Module. And that is like a powerhouse. So that's enough that's enough Raspberry Pi talk.
I got you.
Let's get into some actual TikTok type stuff.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can do TikTok stuff, or we can do the one that says Mel is back.
Oh, yes, Mel is back. Mel is back.
Yeah.
Just bear with me, everybody. Got to press buttons.
You do.
There we go. And make it big.
I've been obsessed with belts for a long
Yes,
time.
you
I wear
have
a
been
belt
obsessed
every
with
day,
belts.
And there was like 3
Wow,
things
look
that
at all
always
those
drove me.
colors of that thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
No, this is a rated R preview, guys, by the way.
Rated R preview.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've lost my influence. Maybe it's time I retired the coat.
Sounds so much like Rocky Balboa.
Dude, just wait.
Just wait. The deer rifle put 2 holes in the sleigh.
I can tell you haven't seen this preview yet.
Oh, I have not.
Loathing for a world
Oh, you're gonna love this.
The United States military would like to procure your services.
This is a one-time deal, gentlemen. How are you,
Real
Mike?
story.
Nicole and the kids are well, I hope.
Loosely.
Where are you?
Who are you?
You just lost a big son!
What's the job?
I'd like you to kill Santa Claus.
I'm looking for the fat man. You can't be
Just
serious.
wait.
This is what people actually think of me. Christmas is a farce. I am a joke.
Yeah, he's Santa.
Hunting.
No
I'm gonna kill some
way.
things.
Yes.
There is a rising number of our youth making poor decisions.
Want the big man's head.
Severed heads rot, they mold.
They don't want his beard.
I'm not shaving off a dead man's beard. The workers sure have healthy appetites.
That's why elves live much longer than humans.
And Chris, he knows the same?
No, it's a giving that keeps him young.
I've come for your head,
Wow, look at that gun.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You think you're the first? Think I got this
I think this
job
is gonna
because
put him
I'm
back.
fat and
Everybody's
jolly?
gonna be like, Mel Gibson is the dude again.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, this looks so awesome.
Oh, come on,
That
sleep.
looks amazing. Fat Man.
Right, and it's called Batman.
Oh, that's Donner. Lucky it wasn't Blitzer. Should tear your package clean off.
That's too good. That is too good.
Ooh.
No, I don't.
You know
think,
what?
I don't think Mel's coming back. I mean,
Oh
I
my
think
gosh,
Mel can
that-
make what
that
Mel
movie looks
makes,
so
but I don't
freaking
think Mel's coming back.
awesome.
Do you think Mel's coming
I-
back for real? Like serious?
I could see him coming back as like I don't know about like the star of the show, but
I got it.
as like grandpas, as dads, as
Well, I liked him
like
in
that
Gringo,
character.
which was recent.
I did too. Gringo was awesome.
I absolutely
then
love
he-
Apocalyptico,
Yeah.
which he produced.
Oh yes, yes.
But he pissed Hollywood off big time. Like his
Well, yeah,
views just made everybody angry. And I don't know.
100%.
Hollywood's mean.
But
They're not forgiving. The good thing is Hollywood stars have FU money. So Mel Gibson has plenty of FU money. And if he wants to make a film, he can just use some of that FU money and get it made. So, but I don't
Right,
think
I
he's
mean,
coming back.
you don't think there's going to be like a Lethal Weapon like 7
No.
or 6,
Absolutely
whatever
not.
they're on?
Nope. I mean, it'd be great, but I don't think Glover would come back. And if Glover doesn't come back, then Gibson's character is kind of sunk. Did you ever watch, speaking of Lethal Weapon, did you ever watch the TV show? Question mark?
Nope.
That was amazing. The first
Really?
season was amazing.
It
There's
had a
only one
Wayans
problem.
brother in it, right?
Yes. Damon, I think. But the problem was the character or the actor that played Riggs went pretty crazy. Like there was a lot of Hollywood stories that he was off the deep end. So he kind of fell into the role. You know what I mean? Like he started out as the crazy Riggs and became the crazy actor playing Riggs. And they got rid of him. They were like, yeah, don't come back. And they replaced him. Oh, I know the actor. Trying to remember. Dang nabbit. He was in the American Pie series. He played the
Jason
douchey
Biggs?
The Biggs. No, not Biggs. No. He
Okay.
played.
That's about it. You lost me after that one.
I get it. I'm gonna have to look up American Pie now. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
Thank God for the internet. American Pie. He played. Oh, I want the IMDb page. IMDb, because that'll show me the actors a lot quicker. He's right there. Okay, let me show you the picture.
Is it someone with three
He's
names?
the one on the right. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I do think he probably has 3 names.
I think so too. There it is. You were correct. Sean William Scott.
William Scott.
And he replaced Riggs as the crazy guy.
He was in a really good movie called Joyride. Really good movie.
Oh, have I seen? I'm going to have to write that down on the list because I think
It's
I
a
watched
scary
some
movie.
of it and then I bounced.
Yeah.
And I can't remember why
Like,
I bounced.
Probably because it was too scary.
It's possible. I'm not a fan. Like, I like to a certain point and then I'm out. Although I have to admit.
Yeah. It got too real because it was like these guys going on a road trip and then they bought a like a ham radio and they started making fun of like guys that are truckers and they pretend like they were like girls and meet me at this hotel room.
Not
and they
a good
were
idea,
like 3
ever.
hotel rooms down.
Yep.
And yeah, that guy became a serial killer and was
there you go.
You know. So yeah.
I've been watching a lot more Blumhouse, which is like horror-esque. You know what I mean? Some of their stuff is they did Fantasy Island as an example. Their stuff is more, I don't know, it's not gory like most horror films are today. It's got some gore, but it's more of like what I would say a classic horror film, the Blumhouse stuff. And they've come out with like 10 films in the last year, it seems like. Okay, Mel is back.
Oh my
should
gosh.
I just go straight from the top, straight down?
Yeah, just go straight down.
It is now that time in the show where we react to your TikTok videos. If you would like us to react to your videos, please email us at tpshow@gmx.com. Oh my god, you to stop fooling around, you have reactions to do.
Okay, I can do that.
This one's entitled Ew, but kind of funny.
Now, can I play the audio, do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think there's any music behind it.
Good deal.
That you can stick inside a lemon.
Okay, stop.
Then
There we go.
Grandma sent me this thing that you can stick inside a lemon and then taste it. So I'm going to try it. Success.
Ugh.
Okay, so that was really cool. Now I'm gonna stick it in my. Grandma sent me this thing that you can
That
stick
is
inside
really
a lemon,
weird.
And then
That's like really weird. I've seen a similar device like that before, but it didn't have a sprayer on it. It had like a juicer. You'd screw it on and then you'd squeeze and pour out the juice.
Yeah.
So I'm confused.
But the ew part was what she said at the end. She was like, I'm going to stick it in my, and then it cuts off.
One of those TikToks.
That was the ew.
I get it.
She's like, and then she goes, I'm going to stick it in my, and then,
See, I thought she was going to say car, but you know, that is hilarious. Okay, so the next one, best cosplay of the week.
Cosplay of the week.
Yes.
And I don't think it's a song because I try not to get songs.
Okay, cool. Let me,
Do you want a balloon too, Georgie?
I'm not supposed to take stuff from strangers.
Oh, well, I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown. Now we aren't strangers, are we? Do you want a balloon too,
that
Georgie?
is an amazing cosplay.
I'm not supposed to take stuff.
That is straight up amazing. I've seen a lot of what's the clown's name? Is it?
Pennywise.
Like Pennywise. Dope. I'm an idiot. That's the name of the book and the movie. But yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's some nice like makeup.
Yeah, and it matches her hair. I don't think that's a
Do you
wig.
think
I
that's
think that's
real?
her hair.
It might be.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know either. See, to me, it's got a texture that reminds me of fake hair. That's the only thing. But man, that's a good costume. Nice cosplay.
Yep.
Cosplay of the week.
Makes you want to get back on TikTok just for that.
It does. Just to watch that.
And then you're like, you see the first one that I sent, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to get back on.
Yeah, nah. Well, the one coming up, we'll get to it in a minute, but the modern day Tide Pod challenge just makes me go, you're an idiot. So we'll get to that in a minute. But you know what I'm talking about because you're the one that set that up.
I do.
Oh, our man, our guy.
All right.
There he is.
This one, he's right. God, this
I haven't heard this one yet. So
awesome.
So this is Sourdough Brett. And I guess it's Breadimus now. No, Sourdough Brett? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's okay.
So let me refresh.
Hi guys, Sourdough Brett here.
That's right.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about my content and I know how it's changed a little bit. I've had a lot of people saying like, hey man, where's your funny stuff at? Like your funny stuff used to be like really great. And I appreciate that. Let me tell you kind of why I, at the moment at least, prefer doing like the positivity stuff. So the funny stuff is great, but it almost becomes a job though. Like you're constantly trying to think of new ideas, new funny skits. It's a lot. And like on a funny video, if I get, 100 comments of people smiley faces or laughing, it feels good. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Like when I do a motivational video, I'm motivating myself. And if I get 2 comments on that video and one of them is like, bring back the comedy, and the other one is like, dude, you made my day. I got off the couch. I actually went and did something. That makes me feel way better than the other 100 comments on the comedy video.
Yep.
Hi guys, Sourdough Brett here.
Nailed it.
It's true.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about my content and I know how it's changed.
And that goes with anybody who changes their content like halfway through.
So true.
Like,
I
don't think any of my videos are consistently the same. They're all just different. If I want to be funny, I'm funny.
Right.
If I don't,
and that's the thing. Like one of the guys that I followed for a while, he only does one thing on his TikTok. And then he started a new TikTok to do a different thing. It's very one lane. That's it. One lane. That's it. And TikTok loves him for it. He's got like, I don't know, 1.4 million on one.
Yeah.
And he's working his way up to 30K on the other. And I'm talking about followers. He's got like, I don't know, 20, 30 million likes. Because TikTok likes that. They like putting you in a little box. And so when you're not in their little box, not so much.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this right.
You got it.
Okay. And here we go. Next one.
This one's entitled So True. And after you watch it, you'll be like, yeah, that's so true.
Ow, fuck. Ow, daddy, my pussy hurts.
Oh, that is so mean.
Kids in the 80s.
Oh, man.
Or
in the
before
80s.
80s.
80s to the 99.
And then the last one is 2000
to the
Daddy,
present.
my pussy hurts.
That is so mean. Speaking of that, that's so mean. I'm just going to let it play in the background while we talk. I'm going to turn off the volume, though. I bump into crap all the time. I have no idea where bruises are coming from, but they're coming from everywhere. Like, the other day, I, took my shirt off, and I'm like, where'd that bruise come from? Where'd that bruise come from? What is this bruise? I don't even remember them at all.
The older you get, you're just going to be able to, barely touch something, and then you're just going to bruise. It sucks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Totally. And I believe that all day, every day.
But like honestly, like as a kid, I remember like even stubbing my toe, and I still do it now. I'm like, oh fuck, oh god, and it just
Okay.
hurts. But I'm not like on the floor crying, you know.
It's funny that you should say that. Our house is like an obstacle course at times. And what happens to me invariably is this is my pinky toe. I come around the corner and my pinky toe goes, I don't want to be part of my foot anymore. And then literally tears, and I'm on the ground holding my foot like, oh my God. I have literally dislocated my pinky probably 4 times. And it's not this way. Like normally you dislocate a joint like this way or that way. No, it's here and it goes that way. And then I have to like back in.
Oh, you put it back in?
And
Man.
I still walk around the house. In fact, right now I am with no socks, no shoes, because I'm kind of dumb.
You're like Rambo, like where he just like puts the knife in the fire.
Oh yeah. And
yeah,
I'm better now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's too funny. But no, my pinky toes, both of them, have taken a lot of abuse, and they don't like it. So the next one is one that I put in. Did you see this one yet?
I think I know the exact words that he's gonna say because it's popping up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
before we play this,
yes,
Josh, when he does like TikTok, likes certain things that he does a lot.
Yes. Angry.
TikTok also
Angry Josh. Angry Josh
hates a lot of things that he does, and just will like not even show them.
Not at all,
because it's not what got him to be Josh.
Right.
And
so happy Josh.
TikTok,
Josh at coffee shop. Josh chilling.
Yeah.
5 views, 10 likes.
Yep.
Whatever. Nothing big. Nothing huge.
Right.
Angry Josh.
Yep.
Literally blows up TikTok all day.
Yep.
For people watching, you can see something on the screen. For people listening, they're like, who are you even talking about? So who we're talking about is who you're going to hear. Who you're going to see on the screen is Wanamaker. It's Brian Wanamaker.
Yep.
And I'm from Philly, and he's wearing a Penn State hat. So it's just your last name. Hey, Wanamaker. What's up?
Yep, Wanamaker.
I feel like I know him, and I've never met him, ever.
Right.
But I feel like I've hung out with him like 50 times. Speaking of which, he's one of my favorite, is it transitions? Is that what he does?
Yes.
Like when he throws his shirt on? Yeah, he's an amazing transitions guy. Like off the chain. Like one of my favorites. So let me hit the restart and we will listen to it. This just made me laugh. This was like classic Josh Wright. That's the voice. Josh Wright and Brian just doing the lip syncing. So here we go.
If this is the first time you're seeing my face, I've been here for like 2 years, TikTok! What the hell? If this is the first time you're seeing my face, I've been here for like 2 years, TikTok! What the hell? If this is the first...
I had to put this on there because this is exactly how I feel. Like to a T.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
It's like, TikTok, dude, I've been here forever. I was here before you were called TikTok.
Right? And I remember the other thing that Josh Right Fix blew up on was, hey, I'm doing a TikTok test. So if you see this, F you. Yep.
He was the first one that I saw the TikTok test. He'd be like, if I'm on your For You page, like this, and if you've seen me before, follow me. He had a great way of doing it that got people to like and follow him immediately.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, I've never seen this dude. Like, follow. Yep. Classic. But yeah, you're right. When he's doing his music and stuff, TikTok won't show that. Like, they just won't. And it's weird. To me, at least.
Yeah, even though his music's on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Don't matter.
Yeah.
It's TikTok.
No. I have a new segment for the show, too. I need
Okay.
to come up with something for it.
Like
yeah,
a-
it's called
like
Dumbass of the Week. Yeah.
Sort of like this one.
Yeah.
Send us stuff. Send us
Yes.
stuff. Oh, let me play the whole
Send us
thing since she was going to say
Okay.
something.
It is now that time in the show where we react to your TikTok videos. If you would like us to
We did
react
that.
to your
Yeah.
videos,
I totally
please
should have played this
email
before.
us at tpshow@gmx.com. Oh my god, you to stop fooling around. You have reactions to do.
Yes, we do.
We did it. Yeah.
I have to
She's so
remember to
late.
press that. Yeah, I remember to
It's okay.
start the show. I remember to end the show,
Yeah.
but I forget to press that
Right.
before we go into the TikTok stuff. So the next one is a news story, and then we'll get back to
Oh my
TikTok. What did you call this?
Oh,
You have a name
Dumbass of the
for it.
Week.
That's what it was. Dumbass
Yeah.
of the week. So if you can read our screens,
I don't know why I'm
you know what it
laughing,
is. But
it
I
sucks.
will read it for anybody listening to the podcast. An Arkansas man was sentenced to more than 100 years in prison for fatally shooting over unwanted mayonnaise on his hamburger order. Seriously? I know people that hate mayonnaise, but
Right.
seriously? Shooting somebody?
How many times do you think he went up to the do you think it was a drive-through window and he was like, "Oh, I just wanted this burger," and he wanted it for like a week. Oh, that's all what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
And he gets it and he's like, "No mayonnaise." And he
No
takes a
mayonnaise.
bite of it and he's like,
No mayonnaise.
"Oh my freaking god. Where's my
Yep.
gun? Where's my
Or
gun?"
worse, he opens up the wrapper and the mayonnaise drips on him. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
and it just triggers him. He's like, get my gun. I'm going to shoot somebody. And then he did. And then he goes to jail. So for kids at home, either learn to like mayonnaise or get a thicker skin. Because shooting somebody
Yes.
over mayonnaise is some bullshit.
No,
Period.
and that's like the classic, like, if you tell someone at like a diner, like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
don't want mayonnaise," they just wipe it off on the counter. And they're like,
Yes.
"Here you go. Here's
Yes.
your burger back."
Yeah. Like the guy in the back makes it, doesn't read no mayonnaise. The
Right.
waitress sees it, doesn't do anything about it, delivers it to the table. You're like,
Yep.
no mayonnaise. They walk back behind the counter, take the roll off, wipe it on something, put it
Yep.
back on, and carry it over. That's exactly what happens to a T. 1000%.
So, learn to like mayonnaise
Yes,
or wipe it off your damn self.
exactly. Although, let's
That's
be
it.
honest, mayonnaise is one of those things that gets into all kinds of.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Just put
I
more
like it.
ketchup on it. Yeah, I do too.
Just put
Just
some ketchup
overdose
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
and it'd be
put
good.
something like in its place. Like
Put something on it to cut it, and then you'll be fine.
yeah, add French fries to your burger. It will work.
Okay. So I saw this next one, and
Hmm.
I'm serious. When I saw this, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This is the modern Tide Pod Challenge, if you ask me.
Yes.
I saw
Oh
it,
my
and I'm just
God.
like, you got to be kidding me. I didn't even think this stupid was possible. So anyway, I'm going to
Um,
put it up on the screen, and then we're going to talk about it.
yeah, because I even
Dangerous.
pulled the YouTube
Yes.
video too of
Yes.
how they take it off. Oh my god.
Yes. Anyway, dangerous vampire fangs challenge is latest TikTok trend. Let me get the video.
No,
No, don't play the video.
no, play it.
Okay.
But like people are using super glue, gorilla
Yes.
glue,
Yes.
wood glue.
Oh,
to
well, they're
put on their
idiots,
fangs.
idiots, and idiots. Okay, so for anybody at home, this is a pro tip. Use some kind of mineral spirits
Right.
if you have to get the glue off. If you have to.
Use bubble gum. Like I don't care. Put them up with something, but that's not.
Oh, no.
gonna-
Okay. I'm talking about the people we're too stupid to follow what we're talking about. Okay.
Gotcha.
We're four sentences in on something we haven't even talked about yet. So the Vampire Fang challenge Does it explain in this video? Or should we talk about it first? Okay. So the Fang Challenge, when you told me what it was, I just started laughing. So they take the plastic fangs from Halloween. They put super glue on them or something similar, and then they wedge them in. And then the challenge is to take them off. And do you know what I said to my partner, Kimber?
What?
It's called dental extraction. It's just literally pulling your tooth out because you're not going to get that.
No.
You're not. You're not.
Mm-mm.
That's why I said, if you're ever stupid enough to get super glue stuck on a tooth or something, if you get it on your fingers, no big deal.
Right.
You can use acetone, which is nail polish remover, or in worst case scenario, mineral spirits. But that's either of them's not great. But anyway, let's get into this. I'm just waiting for blood. I can see it. I can see it.
I'm at the dentist finally getting my fangs out.
They're stuck on there tight, but we'll get them off. It shouldn't hurt too bad.
Oh, look what they're trying. Oh.
Oh my gosh. He is doing a full dental extraction.
One done.
You freaking idiot. Oh my God, the tooth's going to come.
Yes. I am officially
Oh.
fang-free.
Oof. I thought her tooth was
She was
gone.
lucky too, because most people don't know. Most people, that tooth is done.
Gone. Well, what happened? Okay. Oh my gosh. This is like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me when they have the really big truck trying to pull another really big truck, and they wrap something around a bumper because they don't have a tow hitch or whatever. They start to drive away. The truck starts to go like this. They gun it, and it just flies away because the bumper gets ripped off. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for on that. I was waiting for the tooth to come right out with it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I don't like dental stuff. And like,
I don't
seriously?
either. Yeah.
Idiots. Take some Tide Pods.
Kids.
Chew them up.
Kids.
Morons. Oh, so the big thing here in LA, and I'm sure you've heard around the world, all the influencers are having parties. Kendall Jenner just had a 100-person party. And what they do is they have these rapid tests that you take to see if you've got COVID, and then you can go into the party if you pass or don't fail or whatever way you want to say it. The problem is the test isn't 100% accurate. And then secondly, you're just flaunting the fact that you have money. You know what I mean? Like, I got cash and you don't.
Yeah.
I think it's crap. Total crap. Oh,
100%.
Since Gary Vee, we brought him up for a second earlier, has gotten into baseball cards, apparently Logan Paul has gotten into Pokemon cards. Have you heard about this? You're like, no.
No. I don't keep
so
up
Gary
with
Vee
Logan Paul.
used to be a big baseball card collector when he was 13. When he turned 14, his Russian dad made him work in the liquor store, period. You're not going to these stupid card things anymore.
Right.
So he kind of gave it up. And I would say about a year and a half ago, he started getting back into card collecting. And since he has, I don't know, millions of people that follow him, I don't know how many, but he's a huge influencer. And he influences influencers, which is a definite next level thing that he does. He started getting into baseball cards. Well, apparently Logan Paul must have dug that because now he's into Pokemon cards. The only reason I'm bringing this up is it's time for...
It is now time to play Stump the Professor, or it's just Tick asking questions that the professor knows nothing about.
Number 2 is what it is. You know nothing about this. So here's the question. An unopened, limited edition Pokemon, I think very first set, I think it was called Basic. I don't know the exact name.
Okay.
Recently sold on eBay for how much? Any guesses? Well, that's the whole point to this Stump the Professor segment.
So it's an unopened pack.
No,
It's not
no,
like
no,
the
no.
whole
Sorry.
box.
It's the whole booster box. So when you went up to the counter and it was flipped open
Yes.
and you got one pack, it's the whole
Yes,
booster
it's that
box.
whole
So it's
box?
like
Okay,
I think
okay.
30, 36. I'm not sure exactly how many's in a Pokemon booster box.
I got it.
I
got
just
you.
heard this right before the show, by the way, because I was like, why is Logan Paul and Pokemon together? Like, what's that about? And then I had to check the story out.
60,000.
Ooh, like that guess. $220,000.
Why?
I lost my mind. Because it's collectible. Some of those cards are worth $20K each. I think the Charizard foil is 25,000. But they've all gone up. Like every card is on the rise. Like 5 years ago, you and I could have bought an entire Pokemon set for like cookies. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted them. Now, because all the influencers are starting to recollect them, all of their fans are collecting. And so now they're sucking them all up. One of the guys I watch on YouTube, his name is Alpha Investments. He said he couldn't give Pokemon cards away. He had them for like $70 on eBay and was selling like one box a month. And this was a few years ago. And so he ended up in one of his houses that he owns. He put all of the cards in the bathroom. He just put them in the bathroom. He's like, they're not worth anything. Putting them in there. And now I think he's going to be making out. Did you ever collect cards?
I would.
Like Magic or anything?
No, not like that. I did basketball cards,
okay, cool.
a little bit baseball cards.
Now, do you still have
Marvel
any?
had it.
Or did you?
Yeah, I still have. I have like
Sweet.
Kobe Bryant's rookie cards and stuff like that.
Let's
Lots of
find
that
that one
stuff. Yeah. Yep, I know.
Time to find out how much money you have under your pillow. So it's a Kobe Bryant
rookie.
It's
probably upper deck, I would say.
And do you have any guesses? Value?
$30.
Any guesses?
$40.
$30?
40.
Was it 96? 97? Holy
Yeah,
crap.
it was a
Okay,
96,
96.
97, yeah.
Okay. It's not okay. If you had the upper deck 96, 97 rookie card, I think it's based on how good the quality is. So if you've been like crinkling it, they're not worth much.
Nope.
But
Mint
what I'm
condition.
seeing here on the screen, are you ready? You're going to be able to buy.
Oh my God.
Stop that.
That was
You're going to be able to buy more than just a beer. Can you see that? 2,500, 1,299, 2,824, 199, 299. That's
it's
pretty
the
amazing.
one in the middle.
It's the one in the
middle.
middle. The
What is
2824.
that one?
Holy bejesus, Batman.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go get it now.
Okay, I'm
Yep,
I'm
yep.
wrong. $50. $50 new for
Okay.
the real world.
Yeah,
In the real world.
it's that
It's this
one at the far end. Yeah,
right here.
the one where he's doing the layup. Yes, that one.
$15. Wah,
Yep.
wah, wah. I think
You
it
know
also
what?
has to do with. Go ahead.
When my kids have kids,
Yes.
that card will be worth something.
Probably less because people will be back out of it again. And back out of it again.
Or
That's so
they'll be
funny.
like, "What? People actually physically played basketball? What's
Right.
going on?"
It's not in headset or in
Right.
eye implants.
Yeah, right. Fortnite's
Speaking
still a
of
thing,
which,
though.
Do you have an Oculus? You don't have an Oculus.
No, I don't.
No. We have. I have
thing
a
I got
couple.
was PlayStation.
Yeah, but I want to get the Quest too. The reason I say that is because you don't have to be tethered. That's the thing that drives me about the one we have. We have the
Yes.
Rift, and I have the dev kit.
Okay.
And you have to have sensors in the room, and you have to stay in that room, and that's it. Whereas the Quest 2,
You need to
you can go
play
outside
Fallout 4.
anywhere.
They
Yeah.
have Fallout 4s on VR. That's
Oh,
my like
I would never stop. But like that's one of the
all-time
reasons.
favorite game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons I haven't. Okay. I want Oculus for something nobody's using it for at all. Like, I keep going,
Don't say
are we
fun.
using it for this? And people are like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, no. So let me explain. I've been an audio engineer and I've been a video engineer, I guess is what you want to call what I do here. I just call it making mistakes constantly. The major malfunction is that you have to have a bank of televisions when you're producing stuff. But with Oculus, you put the goggles on, and now you have a bank of virtual screens. You can just see all these screens around you. So instead of like carrying 7 screens or 3 screens, whatever, you carry this headset and a laptop, and you're dead. I mean, you're done. You're dead. You're done. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
So that's the
If
one
you
thing.
die in the Oculus, you die in real life.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny that you should say that, because what popped into my head immediately was the Battlestar Galactica spinoff called Caprica, which was not good. But
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't. The VR game in that had that same rule. If you die, you're done. Like if you die in the VR game, you don't die in the real world, luckily. But you can't go buy a new character. Once your character's dead, your character's dead. There is no respawning. There is nothing. So people played the game different than they would have if it's 100%. Like a Half-Life or something like that.
Yes.
So
someone's like, "What's Half-Life?"
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Fortnite for old
best
people.
Games ever. Yeah.
So the thing I was going to say though is I want it for weird stuff, video production. I really, really, really want to see stock market stuff in 3 dimensions. Like I want to be able to say plot IBM. Well, I don't, does IBM even sell anymore? No, I'm just kidding. IBM's huge. But take TikTok and you take 3 or 4 other stocks and you throw them into a 3-dimensional plot, and you can actually like fly above it and go below it. And you don't have to look at some chart that's just 2-dimensional. That's lame. Yeah, and then the most important one that I want to do, I want to see sound. You're probably like, what? See sound?
No, you want to see the waves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because
you want to be like a bat echolocation.
Yes. Yes. So I'm gonna pop something up on the screen, but you're gonna have to talk to make it work. Let me see. Go ahead, talk real quick. Oh, geez. Maybe not.
Wait, what? What's going on? What?
Okay, never mind. I popped something on the screen. Give me 1 second, because I got to do it over here. I have a spectrum analyzer, which is basically what I'm talking about in the software we use. So that's how I do some of the tests to see if you're too loud, I'm too loud, that kind of stuff. So go ahead, you talk real quick. Let me see if it's working.
Now batting, Mike Piazza.
I love it. Mike Piazza. So let me get a couple of things going. There we go.
Ooh, speaking of that, the Dodgers won something very important, didn't they?
They did. I should have brought that up. Well, it's funny.
Was there rioting and looting?
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that. 2 seconds. So when you talk, it'll pop up on screen.
Yep.
That's called a spectrum analyzer. I've always wanted this in 3 dimensions in virtual reality. I want to fly over it. I want to see the sound. I want to be able to mix 5.1, 7.1 in 3 dimensions so that I can put like the professor on the left, tick on the right, and then booming sound in the middle kind of thing. So
that would be really cool. Yeah.
So that's the deal.
Look at that. Look at that wave.
Isn't that crazy?
Cool. Yep.
So that's the thing. I want to do weird stuff with VR. I don't want to play Beat Saber. It looks cool, by the way. I just don't want to play it. That's not my thing. And
I don't want to play it.
That's what everybody's using it for. You know what I mean? They're using it to play video games, which is invariably that and porn is what sells modern technology. Games and porn games.
Yeah.
Now the problem that I have is that I'm really, really, really
that'd be
trying to
so
get this.
Scary. Putting on glasses and then thinking that you're alone, and then you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna pop on a porn," and then you're like, "Oh crap."
That's another good thing about the Quest 2 and the Quest 1. It's got cameras, so you can see outside yourself while you're inside VR. So it is
Ooh,
it is
that's
from
cool.
what people have told me, black and white. But still, you can tell somebody's sneaking up on you.
Oh yeah, who cares? Yeah.
How can I do this? So
I don't know. I don't know what you're
I'm
doing.
trying to show this last thing because it just made me laugh so hard. So hard. So Oculus, you were talking about something else a second ago that I wanted to. Oh, LA. First
Yeah.
time since the 80s that the
Yep.
Dodgers and say it.
Lakers.
Say it.
The Lakers won. Yeah.
Yep, in the same season. The night that we did The Living Dead live,
Yeah.
that was the game night. They won. So we got done,
yeah.
and I was chilling on the couch, and all of a sudden, World War III started outside. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah.
Dog takes
Yeah.
off, runs under the bed. I'm like, what's today? It's not July 4th. It's not the 1st. It's not Dios de los Muertos. Huh.
Right.
What holiday is this? Then I looked on my phone.
The Dodger holiday.
Yep, exactly. Dodgers won. And it was huge. It is still huge. Like, people are going out of
I
their
bet.
minds.
Yeah.
Whew. Speaking of sports, this story made me laugh so hard. An AI camera. Okay. So, for anybody that watches sports, they're starting to replace camera people. They're just gone, which is funny because that was one of the jobs I was working up to. Like, I was like peon, and I was trying to work my way up to being not a peon. A camera op is what they're technically called. But they're getting rid of camera ops and replacing them with AI, artificial intelligence. Luckily, artificial intelligence camera operator repeatedly confuses bald head for soccer ball during live stream. So I think my job's safe. When I saw that, could you imagine watching a soccer game and like the ball's going this way and then all of a sudden the camera goes all the way over there and it's just shining on one dude's head? He's like,
That's like drinking a beer and eating a hot dog. Yeah.
No. It was a player, I think. But that would be even funnier. A guy in the stands. Now, have you watched any sports recently? They're funny. Like, to me.
Last thing was Super Bowl.
Okay, it's been a while for you then. I've been watching soccer.
Been a while.
I've been watching some football. I've been watching college football. What else have I been watching?
I don't know if this is
something
a
else, too.
sport, but on TikTok, there's lots of wrestling that pops up, and I'm like, there's no fans, and all it is pictures of people on like
monitors.
Zoom meetings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what I was going to point out. The technology behind what they're doing. So there's three things I've seen. Analog technology, where they have the fans and they cut them out and they sit them in a seat. So it's just a cardboard cutout. So that's the first one. That one's funny because sometimes it tricks me. I'm like, wow, the stands are full. And then the camera will turn to the side and all these people that are like this go like this. And they just disappear, like literally gone. So that's the first one. The second one is monitors. They've literally bought 50 monitors and they put them, or 500 monitors, lots of monitors, and they put them up in the stands. And then they have people watching on the monitors, screaming, normal fan stuff.
Yeah,
and that's
the weird thing was,
go ahead.
With like TikTok, it would be like someone, like the action would happen, and then you can go, and then the reaction of the people.
Yeah,
so,
because they have a delay like we
really
do.
Weird.
Yes. So true. So true. It's like reverse hammerlock, and he throws him to the ground. Yay!
Yeah! Goal!
That's so funny. And then the third thing I've seen is artificial intelligence. Basically, it's called surface mapping. So they have a computer that its job is to know where the stands are. And they put these huge ads, like, I'll say a company, but again, we're not getting sponsored. Bimbo. They'll have the Bimbo Food Company, which is a real company.
Yeah.
Don't come at me. Bimbo's real.
No.
They make pastries.
They're really good.
Well, no,
They do, and
it's a
they're
West
good.
Coast thing. And you say Bimbo to somebody
What?
on the East Coast.
No, we have that. We have that here.
Oh, you do now? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I grew up,
It's that
there was
little
no
like
bimbo.
teddy bear,
Yes.
like weird
Yes.
animal in it. Yeah, yeah.
So
We
the
have
whole
that.
stance. Go ahead. The bimbo.
I was just gonna say they're really good, but here they're like, what do they call them? I can't say the name.
Tasty cake?
I just won't.
Oh, Hostess.
Well, no. Well, because yeah, but here they put them in like the different section of the
Yes.
store,
Yes.
like
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
Latino section.
Yes.
So
It is in the ethnic section. No, I understand.
ethnic.
That's where you get your pickle herring, and you
Yeah.
get your matzo ball soup, and you get some Thai curry. You get taco sauce. In a lot of places, you get taco sauce there, which I always find interesting. And then you get all of
it's weird.
the products from Mexico. And Bimbo originally was a Mexican product. That's why you know about it, because it was on the West Coast forever.
Right.
When I was a kid, that didn't exist. And in fact, I'm sure it's making inroads, but Tasty Cake is the Northeast, or specifically where I grew up. Like, Tasty Cake is the thing. And it's funny because my partner, when I was like, came out here and I was like, oh man, I got to find Tasty Cakes. She goes, well, just go get some Hostess. And I'm like, no, not the same. And then we did find Tasty Cakes, but then they took them out of the store. They put them in, they took them out.
Yeah, and
they put 'em
then
in, they took 'em
Hostess
out.
went like bankrupt and then came back and they never tasted the same after that.
Nope. I agree. So the third thing was like this big giant Bimbo banner on the seats. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, that must have cost so much money. But when the camera would pan, sometimes it didn't lock in correctly and it would jitter. So it would be like this big giant Bimbo thing over the seats, and then half the seats would reappear and then they disappear again. That happens a lot with the UEFA, and actually, no, the English Premier League was doing that a lot too. But yeah, dope. I think we're out of list. We're out of list, which is good.
We are. I packed it too.
Yes, you did. I haven't done crap. I admit it. I
don't care.
Cannot get back into TikTok. Like, once you jump out, it's hard to jump back in, because I remember spending, especially early, 3, 4, 5 hours a day between making, watching, producing, and consuming, both.
Of course.
And then recently, we've been busy. Like, we've been going to OC a lot. Can't stand OC. I'm trying to think. And, my battery died again. And so it's at the shop. How is your car? Because you had the windshield that got fixed. Anything else going crazy?
I don't have that car anymore. I got a Ford Flex.
That's right.
So
got rid of that car.
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Now you got the cool mom's car. That's so funny.
I do. It's awesome. I love that thing. It's like a hearse. It's awesome.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. My partner's going to kill me. She's wanted that car forever.
It's the best car that I've ever had. And I've never been one of those people that are like, ooh, I'm going to learn all about the engine. But I had a check engine light come on.
Yeah.
And then I bought, because my car before was a Jeep, and you just can't like plug into the dash and do like a diagnostic on a Jeep.
No.
But Fords, you can do that. So
Really?
I bought something
That's
off
awesome.
Amazon. Yeah.
Yep.
It was like $35 and it told me what it was, what the part number is. I went on Amazon and it's coming tomorrow. And I'm like,
what?
I'm YouTubing this and I'm fixing it myself. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that, because last
it's
3
easy.
times I fixed, I had extra this and extra that. And hopefully we don't need any of this or that.
No, it's easy.
Oh, you've already checked it? Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I YouTubed it, and I'm like, if I don't have to take anything off and move it, that's important, then I'm good.
You're not doing like a ring. You're not taking the whole engine apart and replacing the seals.
And if
stuff.
I don't have to like jack up the car and get underneath it,
right?
I'm good.
It's funny that you should say that. I used to do my oil all the time myself, and then my hair got long. And when my hair got to a certain length, when I was going underneath the car, invariably I would get stuck somehow. Like my hair would get stuck on something. and then the oil would start dripping on me. Oh, it was just horrific. And here there's
I have this
go ahead.
fear, and
Yes.
it's one of my only fears. I'm underneath the car, and
Yes.
the like hydraulic jack just.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. My recommendation, if you ever have to actually jack up the car, is to get the things that go underneath the wheels. It's like a little ramp. And then that hopefully will
Or I
stave
can
off
just
some of the fear.
buy the metal like ramps that you just drive up your front of your car. and
Oh, yeah.
then-
Yeah. That's also a great idea. Yeah. Because if that's your
'cause
fear,
oof. That's my fear. That's one of my fears. That's why I've never gotten underneath my cars to be like, what's
Yeah,
this?
the guillotine chop.
Yeah.
It's funny
Yes.
too, because you were in Southern California, and I will tell anybody that's not from here, meaning Southern California, or has never been here, the car culture here, off the chain. I literally will see in one day $1 million cars. I'll see Lamborghinis, I'll see Porsches, I'll see Teslas every day, all day. Then I'll see the classic $1 million cars where they take I don't know, any 50s car, any car that's in Cuba, and they just deck it out to the nines. And it's unbelievable. It's everywhere, all the time, every day. Like down the street, I guess it's every month, might be twice a month, but every month they have just a get together. They park in one of the banks and everybody shows up. They have tacos. They have all kinds of other food and amazing
You know what I
cars.
don't miss?
What don't you
I
miss?
do not miss getting behind one of those cars and there's speed bumps because they have to go sideways.
Yes.
And you still hear them go over the speed bumps. And you're just like,
oh, yeah.
Really? Did you have to lower it that low? Like,
and why couldn't you just use the hydraulics to go high,
Right.
go over it, and then bring it back down?
Right. Yes. You go sideways.
Now, did you see the phenomena over the weekend? Because we saw it, of the Trump parade. Did you see that by any chance?
With Biden? With
No.
Biden's,
Well, yes.
bus?
But we were driving on 405. There was 14, 15, 20 cars in a row that were all Trump. All Trump. All of them. Like, literally, there was a truck.
It's worse here. It's everywhere.
Really?
Oh yeah, we're west. So yeah, Kansas, Missouri, all that. Yeah, we're in the heart.
Yeah. Well, it was the flag size, to be quite honest. They were as tall as my roof and as wide as this room, off the back of a truck, like waving in the breeze. It looked like it could have killed somebody. It was insane.
You're
and it was on
talking about
every
like
single
maybe
one. Yep.
Every fifth car that I see driving around. So,
Big giant Trump.
Big giant ones. And then you know how like if Lakers win, you have those things that you hang in the window?
Yes.
That
Yes,
or
yes.
the door, the little
Yep.
flags. Yeah.
Yep.
There's all those of Trump. And then Biden's like rare out here.
So the story, because you said it, but we didn't really talk about it. The Biden bus was driving down the street, and then all kinds of Trump supporters flanked it in the front, the back, and both sides. And they were just harassing them. I mean, I didn't hear the rest of that story. Did you? I just heard that they were like
they were
antagonizing
just
the bus.
like Trump, honking, all that stuff. And the bus didn't do their exit. They just kept on going. They were just like, nope.
Yeah.
No, we were set to like do like a speech and stuff, but no, we're not.
But we're just going to skip it. Well, it was
we're just
weird.
gonna-
I don't know.
I mean, but
I
it's
saw the
scary
story
too.
Oh yeah, I'd be scared out of my brains.
Yeah.
The election itself isn't supposed. So today's election night for anybody that's listening to this in the future. They're thinking
maybe
that
there's an update. Let me see if I can give an update that's like a week, 4 weeks past. Like,
right, exactly.
Hey, guess who's winning?
Guess who's winning? Well, they said that the ballots won't be completely counted for at least 3 to 5 days, at least.
Oh,
because
100%.
of the way everything is. We were lucky. We were able to just vote at home on a piece of paper, walk in, hand it to them. Done. It was that easy. It was nice.
You know what's going to be funny? Like, I think it's the same thing as the last election. most of the polls are going to say that Democrats are ahead, and then they're not going to want to put that Republicans are as close as they are.
I think they learned. I think they learned after 2016. I don't think they're going to do that again. I really don't.
Because right now it says 50% Donald Trump, and these are nation, and then 47% Biden, but the Electoral College is going more for Biden. So it's 131 to Biden to 108 Trump. So
it's funny because if you're a kid and you haven't gone through government class and you don't know this, your vote is technically not counted. It is.
Not at all.
Indirectly. So the popular vote has been won by the Democrats, I don't know, 2 or 3 elections. Like the last one, Clinton won popular, Gore won popular, but they didn't win the Electoral College and they lost. So what I noticed with Trump, and this is what he did during COVID as well, he doesn't give a crap about the states he's not going to win. He just doesn't give a crap.
Right.
He doesn't even try.
Yep.
He just goes to the ones he has to win to win. It's sort of like knowing the rules of the game, but skirting the line. You know what I mean? You're not cheating per se.
Right.
But you're definitely playing every rule that they give you and then some. Because that's what I've noticed recently.
Those results it gave was from Bing. Let me go Google.
Yeah, and by the time that gets on the air, people will already know. This segment should be called The Worst of the Past. Because people are going to be like, why are they even talking about this?
Google's the same way. Let me go Fox.
Okay.
And then let me go CNN. And then we'll see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, like I said, the
go through
Dodgers
them all.
game was on when we were doing Night of the Living Dead. Oh, and I'm not picking on Rex at all, but I could tell how tired she was. Like when we were watching the movie.
So
yeah, I was like, I was waiting for some snore sounds because she was beat, dude. She worked probably 14-hour days at least for 3 days before, and then she had 4 more days to go. So I'm hoping she's doing okay because I haven't talked to her.
Yeah, she's doing good. I just talked to her yesterday.
Good.
So yeah, she said all last week she got like 4 hours of sleep, like combined.
Yep. That's what I figured.
And then now they're just on cleanup. So she's taking a couple days off
sleep.
and then
she can sleep.
Then clean up. Yeah.
And I'm hoping Shield Maiden is okay as well because obviously she couldn't make the show last time. Yeah. Again, I'm bad. I don't talk to people.
I saw on her Instagram, which she should have posted on TikTok, but she for Halloween was
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
No, Black Widow.
Oh,
and
good choice.
She rocked it.
Good choice.
Like she rocked it because
that's awesome.
And then I didn't see any of it on TikTok, but on Instagram she took pictures.
I think a lot of the people that we know, you know what? It's what Josh Wright said. I've been here 2 years, TikTok. Where am I?
Right.
Why don't you know? You get to that point, dude. Yeah. You're just like, whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah, 100%.
I haven't slipped too far. I went in today to see how many people I lost. Haven't lost that many yet. Knock on wood.
Oh, you know what? Since my last post, I wonder how many people have stopped following me.
Yeah, you said it was a post that nobody liked.
Oh my god, it's so great. So
should I pull it up?
Should
I pull it up?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. There's no sound to it. I mean, there's no like music, so we're good.
Do.
Yeah.
Do. It's so funny because I told my partner about our show. She literally searched for 15 minutes and couldn't find it. I was like, she's like, did you know there's a basketball player named the Professor? I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Really? I even put in. You got to be kidding me.
The Professor 340.
Oh no, I put that in, and it's still like,
Oh, cool.
nope, not going to show you. Anyway,
That's okay.
I'll find it. I just find that funny though, that with today's search engines, they should be able to find what we're
Right.
looking for in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
We've been doing this show so long that we are now on Google. Like if you type in TV show, yeah. So that's a good thing.
Seriously? TikTok. Okay. You don't have a search feature when you're not logged in, do you? Okay, I know what to do.
I don't know. Here, why don't I
No,
just
no, I got it.
do it?
Yo,
Like,
you can throw it in there too. But I'm kind of digging this. Try to find the professor. Oh, it's at. That's right. It's at. So yeah, throw it in there because I'm going to have to give up soon.
Okay.
Found it. So for anybody
cool.
who doesn't know, to find somebody, well, if you know what their handle is, I'm not TikTok Tick. I'm Rich Shumaker. So you would
Right.
put tiktok.com/@ the professor 340. For me, you put RICHSHUMAKER because my name's spelled weird. So here we go. I want the sound. Okay.
yeah,
Give me a couple
totally use it.
seconds. Yep.
There's no music. Yep.
Excuse me. You too. Excuse me. You too. Excuse me. What, you think you're special? Excuse me. Why are you touching me? Back the fuck up. I'll beat you the fuck up. Get the fuck off the side. Get it? What's going on? Now. Who you talking to? You want to get beat up by a kid?
That is hilarious.
Excuse me.
So
Excuse me.
my caption on it was, well, not voting this year. Hashtag non-voting. Hashtag keep the peace.
Now, my question is that real audio or did you find that on TikTok?
I went through the For You page and it was like one of the first videos that I came across. There was this guy riding his bike on the sidewalk and I went, I'm using it.
That's funny. That is too funny. No, because I'm watching this and I'm like, I think they're in the background. I think they're going to jump him.
Right.
He better run.
Yeah. No. And like, here, let me
So
just,
funny.
let me just tell you, let me read you some of these comments.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. So, this sound comes from a video of two boys riding the bike on the sidewalk. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what TikTok
It does.
Y'all, y'all people realize this is TikTok. All right.
Wait,
why
no,
post
that wasn't
it?
you. You didn't reply that
No.
back. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm reading. I'm reading.
No.
I don't reply.
I just wasn't sure if it was your reply to the person because it's often like it's how TikTok works.
Like that. That's TikTok.
Yeah. So for anybody listening to the podcast, watching the YouTube, who's never used TikTok, we need to explain some stuff. You and I created TikTok, or I created
Yes.
TikTok. Let me change this. I created TikTok, and I have a crazy sound in it, and it's something like, "What in cousin effing tarnation, Alabama Betty Crocker, Miss effing Betty White S is this holy S?" So I do that. That's my TikTok. Then you use that same audio.
Yep.
Then
And then
somebody makes a duet of you,
Yep.
and they don't know it's me.
Right.
The stitches are annoying me. I'll be honest.
Oh, they're so
I'm
annoying.
Not
Yeah.
really loving them. I thought my stitch
like it.
was great.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
I like
when it was new.
The camera one, like that's how it's supposed to work.
Yes, that was perfect. The new ones, though, I'm not digging
Or
them
like
at
how
all.
Sourdough Brett did, where she actually turned off comments on her video because people were probably mean to her. So he went,
course.
I'm going to stitch it and do something nice.
Yes. Yeah. And you can tell when things have gone bad. So Millie Bobby Brown, who is in Stranger Things, she's the lead female character. She did this TikTok where she had her arm like, hate the way these stupid things work. She went like this, and she just put her arm out of frame. And I came along and put my arm and did some juggling, and it looked pretty cool.
Yep.
Clearly, a lot of people did some heinously bad things because she deleted that TikTok completely.
100%. Yep.
Oh, stupid people. So back to the comments. I want to hear some more.
Okay. Why post this when it's not even your sound? Why try to encourage people not to vote? Wasn't even my intent. Why was I? Yeah. Oh my gosh, who cares if it's not his sound? You do realize you're all on TikTok, right? Where people use other
TikTok?
sounds, honestly. Yeah.
As I've always described this app, the 13-year-old girl lip syncing app is what we're on here, people. I did say lip syncing.
Right. I got like
That's so
maybe
funny.
6 of "This is not your original sound." Another one, "Please vote." Oh boy, you need to vote. Not
that's
his
so funny.
sound. People are gullible on this app.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Does it make you think about today's youth? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
Oh, that's
the
funny
rant.
on
But
every
guess
level.
what? I know that the view count is at 2,000. If I hit
That's not bad.
3,000, that's 50 cents to me. So
Oh, how are you getting money? Is that a new thing?
I'm in the
Or has it been that
Creators
way for a
Club.
while?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's excellent.
So I
I'm not good
recently,
enough.
since
I'm
I
not
had
good
that
enough.
million
Yes, I
TikTok
remember.
view,
I remember. How much money did that
um,
garner? Or did that get you
I
in the club?
recently pulled.
Yeah.
No. So you need to have 10,000 followers
I get it.
in order to be in
That's
the TikTok creator.
YouTube changed their stuff too. So I get that.
So once you do that, I pull in. Once it actually was like, okay, here's a thing, and now you can pull out money.
Yeah.
All my views went way down because they don't want to pay me, which is okay.
No, I get it. I get
don't
it.
care.
I heard,
But I still get like
horror
5 cents a
stories.
day, so
Well,
I
that's
don't
not
care.
bad. That's. I mean, dude, seriously, if we're in a foreign country, you might be able to live on that.
Yeah. From that million view TikTok, I pulled out $89 yesterday.
What?
From TikTok.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember
Because it was like the first day that you can pull out money. And I was like,
Take
you
it.
just link it to
I
your
want it all.
PayPal account.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I remember back
So-
in the day when people had huge live like bank accounts and then they all got Thanos'd. Like anybody that had hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars in the account, and TikTok could look at their stuff and say you did one thing wrong. They did.
Right.
And they Thanos'd them and kept the money. I was like, man, they're cold-hearted. Man.
But
You know
I
what
mean,
time
like, honestly, it's not hard to be like, okay, you get a certain amount of money. Now you can pull out at $10. So
Right.
you can, if you just hit $10, you just pull it out right away.
Right. For people that
I
don't
do-
understand, there's a couple of things going on. When you do live on TikTok, people can give you pandas and trying to think of the other ones. But anyway,
You
they're
know, they
different.
probably changed. I haven't seen a live.
Yeah,
and
I
a
haven't seen
gift
a live in a while.
offered in a live in so long. Yeah.
Excuse me. But each of these little icons is different amount of money. Like one's
Mhm.
$1, one's $5,
Yeah.
one's $10. One of them I think is like nothing almost, like pennies. But when you get a certain amount of money into your TikTok account, you can cash out. Now,
Right.
what Professor's talking about is newer. I think it came into play, I don't know, 6 months ago? Maybe.
Yeah.
And that is called the Creators, is it Club? Or
Fund.
Creators?
Creators Fund.
Creators
Yeah.
Fund. So if you're a creator with, as he said, more than 10,000 followers, and you put out a TikTok, if you get 1 million views, you might get $100. Well, guess
Yes.
what? Some of these creators are getting 1 million views every single time.
Single day.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's a decent living if you think about it. I mean, if somebody's giving me $100 a day, yep, I can live on that.
Yep.
All day, every day. Sign me up.
And some of those people, like you look at their content and you're like, literally, you just walked around your house and you're like, I don't know, I'm hungry. I don't know what I want to eat today.
And what it is
$1 million.
Oh, geez, went crazy. That was funny.
Yep.
That was a funny one. But no, the creators have followings, and they just want to see your stuff. I mean, you literally just roll out of bed. My personal favorite is the one we were talking about before, the sleep cam, the live sleep. That's my favorite. That one wins every time. When people just put live on and fall asleep. And I've heard people got banned because something happened in their sleep, but they didn't know about it. Can you imagine? You fall asleep, you wake up, you've been Thanos'd. What did I do?
Right?
I was asleep.
Or like, I can so picture that, like someone going to bed, like a woman with like a nightie on and like a nip slip or something like that. Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah,
and then they just roll over and the angle is not correct or is correct, depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Totally. New part of the show. You ready for it?
Yeah.
It's the strobe party. It's the end. We're done. Strobe party. Professor, it's awesome seeing you, as it always is.
You too.
I hope that you have an amazing week. Anybody that's been listening to the podcast this long, you're insane. And I love you for it. And
I agree.
You ready? You got to tell me to press the button. Say it.
Okay. Press the button.
Oh my God, wasn't that a long show? Please like and subscribe, and for those of you listening on the podcast, thank you. Until next time, this has been another episode of the TP Show.
Stopping the recordings.
Cool. There'd be like, and again, and you would just hear me saying, I can cut this out. I can cut this out.